What is up, guys? Corey Mayo with Corey Mayo Media. Today we're going to test out the stabilization in the Sony A7C. So what's interesting about this camera is that Sony put in the gyro information into the camera. So what that means is you could put it in the Sony Catalyst Browse software and you're able to stabilize the footage in post. But what's interesting is this camera does come with in-body stabilization already built in. So today we're going to compare both footages, see what works for you. If you're able to do the post-processing and you have time, I have a niche that I think the Sony Catalyst Browse software is going to be a little bit better, but we shall see. Let's check it out. The settings I have on the camera, this is the standard picture profile. I'm set at 4K, 24 frames a second, and 50 is the shutter speed. So kind of a typical setup that I would usually use for most of the time. Most of the time I use the Sony A7C in 4K mode, so this is kind of what it looks like for that. All right, here's another shot. This is with the steady shot turned off, and this is stabilized in post with the Sony Catalyst Browse software. Super easy software to use. It's mostly just loading it up into the software, click stabilize shot, and then you can actually set the percentage. So it kind of calculates the best percentage for you, but if you don't want to crop in as much, you can always reduce the amount of stabilization. But yeah, this is what it looks like with it on. We'll do a front facing shot as well. This is me just walking normally. I'm not trying to overly stabilize anything, just walking normal. A lot of mixed feelings with the stabilization with the Sony products. From what I've heard, a lot of people are just not super happy with the extra step of post-processing. But once you kind of get it down and get the post-processing down and used to the Sony Catalyst software, it can be a really powerful tool. And I do like the fact that they gave you the option to turn it on in camera if you do want steady shot. It's almost like you don't even need a gimbal, you know? Let's do a running shot. The setup I have right now, I'm using the Rode Wireless Go, and I have a 16 to 35 millimeter, the G Master Sony. So this is kind of big for this setup for the Sony A7C. A couple of lenses I do recommend is the Sony 20 millimeter 1.8. That's kind of been the go-to lens for a lot of vloggers, but I do like the versatility of having 16 is pretty wide and all the way to 35. Yeah, 35 is a little close on the face for vlogging, but you know, it could be useful for filming other people and stuff. This is no Sony Catalyst Browse image software, and this is just with the built-in stabilization that the Sony A7C has. Take a look, see how good it is. From what I've seen on the test, it does a pretty good job, but the Sony Catalyst Browse software should do a lot better since it's picking up that gyro information and all the axes. It just records it, and then later in post, crops in a little bit, so you want to be mindful of that. So hopefully you enjoyed that little comparison of the steady shot built into the Sony A7C. Super powerful that they included it in the system. You know, it offers you more flexibility when you guys are trying to stabilize your footage, or you can come in clutch with, you know, not having a gimbal. You could almost get away with just stabilizing footage in post. So super versatile stuff. Love what Sony is doing with the Sony Catalyst Browse software. So yeah, be sure to like and subscribe for more tests with the Sony A7C. And as always, keep on creating. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.